My ground sheet. Here I'm just using the window plastic covering that's really light. It's really strong, so that's just perfect, I find, as a tarp under the tent. When I cut it out, it was still double. I tried to get it apart and I couldn't actually at home. So I thought like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this and have it double. Gives more thickness, of course more weight as well. But now over the trip it actually came separate, and so it's not fun to do 2 layers of it. So I cut it now in half. I did wash the ground sheet as well, because moisture comes from the ground up and then all the leaves are sticking onto it, and you're trying to shake it out in the mornings, but it actually works better if there's wind in the mornings to shake it out and fold it up. But it just got dirty over time, so that's one of the duties for my 0 days, is clean up the ground sheet along with many other things. So that was the ground sheet part. Other things that are going on is washed or rinsed out the shoes a little bit. I don't think it makes a humongous difference. During the trip you saw me also always taking out the insoles. That's something I learned from my last trip from Mike. He actually had 2 different insoles, so one could dry while he wore the other ones. It's kind of hard to find the insoles for my shoes that fit well. So I went ahead and did rinse them out, especially since the last part was really muddy. Not really clean, but so right now they're drying out. I have the air conditioner on heat because I noticed on cool there was just no drying happening. Other things that's happening here is I just hang up the sleeping bag just to let that air out a little bit. Then I also hand washed my wool socks. It's something you cannot take to a laundromat and run through the dryer, they would just all shrink. So what I did is I let them hang overnight just to let the biggest stuff drip out. Then I put them like this on the towel. Then you roll the towel up and then wring the towel out. That transfers the moisture to the towel, and now they're just damp. And I'll be taking these ones and hanging them up. And for that I took a little string across here in the bathroom, so I have a little clothesline. That was especially good when it was still wet and dripping down. Yeah, as you clean stuff in the bathroom, be courteous, be nice, and clean out the bathroom. So I have to do a little bit more cleaning on that. That's a nice part about this hotel room being kind of a budget hotel room. You can get away with much more than probably on fancy hotels. And this one really has a lot of room to work with, so that's great. The Superior area, Duluth area, is just not a cheap area to stay in a hotel. So this here cost me $309 for 2 nights, and that's in Superior, Wisconsin. So yeah, I actually didn't realize it was a little bit full away. I thought it was like in 2 Harbor or so, but that's fine. The good part, it was not across the Wisconsin state or something like that. So this is still within driving distance, just half an hour away from the trailhead where I was. So big other thing I need to do right now is to plan my next section. What I need, logistics, where I park the car, how I get to the other side, and what happens right after the trip. after that hike, and how much food I need also. I need to buy some food. So today is not gonna be a slack off day in any way. It just means I don't have to walk so much. Okay, so the plan is to hike from Reeves Road trailhead, or maybe a little bit before that, where the detour on the gravel road actually hits the SHT trail again, because at the 301 the trail has a detour and it just goes along the gravel road, and it's like nearly to the Reeves Road trailhead. So I'm not that purist, I don't have to walk along a gravel road. So I'm thinking of starting there and going all the way to Martin Road. Plan right now is to leave the car at Martin Road and get a ride up north. I contacted a shuttle to see if that's gonna happen or not. I have to hear back. Apparently Uber might be a potential too. I'm not totally sure when it's actually gonna happen or not. So I'll have to see. I'm not an Uber expert. But then after Martin Road, I'm thinking of just doing local day hikes, basically, the rest of it, and see how far I can get. Theoretically, I could go the whole way still. So basically, I would be planning sleeping in the car, but for all the day hikes I do want to take a shower. So I got a membership at Planet Fitness. They have a shower, they have massage chairs too. Maybe I should go even today there, although it's over in Duluth, so a distance away. But yeah, this morning I just been planning, have been down at the hotel to eat their continental breakfast and just relaxing, planning, prepping a little bit. Not doing much. I'm feeling like I could have another 0 day. Anyhow, so that's the plan. Looking on the map, it was 86 miles we have done so far. I'm not totally sure what I read off the Garmin InReach is 78.2. If that was correct or not, I'm not sure. The section from Reeves Road to Martin Road is doable in 3 days if you do a decent distance all days, or it ends up 4 days. So I'm gonna take three straight meals. That would give me definitely chance on 4 days. Right over there, I can take you there. I have the snacks, so again 3 bars a day, that's enough. M&Ms and gummy bears. Apricots definitely in a separate things. I still have a carrot left, so that's gonna come along, and some beef jerky. I want to go out to the store, grab again probably some bagels, the sausage, cheese, that really worked well. I think I'm gonna do that again, just to have some fresh stuff. Also, apples would be good. 3 apples for the road to take along. So that's kind of my plan right now, is going out, leaving the room, and also grab some food. the 0 day, the strains on my ankles became apparent and they really hurt quite a bit. I think it was because of the rough terrain and the twisting motions that my ankles weren't used to. I decided to add another 0 day to give me more time to rest and recuperate, because I knew the ankles really went up to another long hike. The third night I chose to boondock near Finland, meaning I stayed in my car where I had already a mattress in it and was planning all along to sleep in my car while I was hiking through Duluth. Good morning. Since we boondocked near Lily Island, the Suyuts, I forgot how to pronounce that lake. I decided just to do a quick test hike, so 60% to check if the umbrella is still out there, and if so, retrieve that, and the other 30% gives me a chance on testing how my legs are and if I'm gonna go ahead and start the second part of the hike. The night was really eventless. That was pretty awesome, and we're actually already on the SHT detour right here. I could just find a nice close parking spot, so I don't quite have to go to the next trailhead. That should be fine to park there, I'm pretty sure. All the cars can pass by it, and I'm not totally sure why I took these reading glasses along. I should have stayed in the car. So right here goes into the hiking area, so I guess I have these reading glasses with me now, which means I have again 2 reading glasses along, because I have reading glasses in the backpack too. Yeah, so the night was really uneventful, which means it's really nice. Definitely the most mosquitoes and most mosquito bits I got just from going outside, changing the antennas, or doing my bodily functions outside. It was pretty harsh there on the mosquitoes. I don't know why. Maybe it's a permethrin clothing that I didn't have on, so we'll see. Very foggy morning today, so it's really nice that actually the tree forest, I was thinking I'm gonna get drenched with vegetation. Right now I'm fine. I do need the mosquito head. I think there's something swarming around me. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut off right now. So I'll get up. The first few steps are really good. Now I do feel a little pain, ouchy on my left foot. If you're looking at my foot, it's kind of in this area right there, and that's also where it's kind of tender. When I push there, it kind of hurts, so I am limping a little bit there, which not the best. So I'm gonna go further, probably still make the 2 miles, or mile in, mile out, to check that out, and then we'll determine if that's really something that we want to put 200 pounds on for 4 more days, 3-4 more days. So we'll see. Definitely tough. Because right now, mood swings here. Right now, if I would be fine, I would go and finish up the trip. Got in some hamming and stuff last night, activated put out the yeah, what is this here where we are? We are in Finnland Forest or something like that. I had it just on my phone before when I logged. Hold on. Okay, I checked it. US 4795. It's Finnland State Forest. So activated that. Did a whole bunch of QSOs, mostly on 20, a little bit on 40. A lot of QSO parties going on as well. The achievement was some station from Spain came back to me and made a QSO. So it's always kind of awesome to do those DX QSOs. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. No, I was not totally alone out there. When I came in, there was a couple doing something out there, and they went to their car and disappeared. I drove by them twice, checking out the area. Actually 3 times, checking out the area. So they get probably creepy. But they were gone. And then later when I was activating the state forest, a car came by, a pickup truck. There's 2 guys sitting in there, and they also just went down the path and back, and probably was just checking out the area. I don't know if they were local or not. Didn't quite see the license plate. I'm pretty sure most of the people are anyway Minnesotans, even if they are visiting here. So yeah. Good to be active again. So I'm not sure how much I told about what happened. Ouch! Ouch! That was not a mosquito. That was like a moth-like thing that was biting me. I saw that, and I was like, my Promerthum shirt. I'm like, oh, probably should scare that away. And then it was like going to my wrist and biting me there. Should have taken a picture of it, but I don't want to suffer much more longer. That bite hurts. Anyhow, that's the first time I saw that guy biting me. That hurts weirdly differently too. Yeah, so I did my 0 day. Was very busy on doing all kind of things, mostly planning and getting stuff together and so on. Even scheduled the shuttle, and then in the evening I was all ready to go, and really first time focused on what's up with me bodily. And there my left ankle was just really swollen and hurt, and I started reassessing what really my physical condition is. Noticed probably in my 0 days I did not pay enough attention on my physical conditions there. I thought like, yeah, I just rest it and let it heal itself kind of thing. So started questioning myself. Ended up canceling the shuttle. Thanks, Matt. Hopefully you're not, I didn't inconvenience you too much about that on the shuttle. I know it's kind of a bummer. Then yesterday I added the second 0 day. At that point I really didn't have anything to do. Didn't really have a hotel, didn't want to stay in the hotel either. Wasn't really necessary anymore, because I did wash all of the clothes and everything, which I want to mention. The shirts and pants that I washed, They have kind of the hotel, misty hotel smell this morning. Because they were just air drying there, I guess. I don't know, kind of weird. I'm gonna change that pretty soon here with walking around and sweating into those shirts again. So that smell won't stay around long. So yeah, then I kind of went in the car, tried to figure out, since I don't have a clue how much I should be taking rest off, starting running up and down, not up and down, but up the North Shore. Ended up in Taragucha. There's a rest area. Since I don't know how long I would be really utilizing the state park, just use the rest area where you don't have to get a parking pass yet. Activated there, the state park on Poda. Got some food, went out to a beach. I think it's called Black Beach or so. That's kind of a cute beach. Yeah, definitely the loneliness kind of set in just because you're seeing all the people together, lovers, family, and so on. The only other person that was single had their dog along, kind of thing. Sometimes you kind of get lonely in those kind of things, and we like to have some kind of an interaction. So, oops, I don't know how those guys do that travel always alone by themselves in a van or whatnot. Definitely understand why people have some animals or so to just break the loneliness a little bit. Socialization is definitely a main part, and I saw also on some of the hikers, they also kind of get lonely if they don't socialize, and meeting other hikers and actually talking to each other is a big deal. So I kind of got over that last night, this morning. Really to say, probably because I was on the radio, talked to people, even if it's just a Poda activation kind of thing. Had some things to do and stuff. Yeah, so so as said, right now I would be excited to keep going now, and so it's a good idea to test out what my leg can handle and not, just going light right now. Yeah, so I think I rambled here a lot. Hopefully I caught up a little bit what was going on over the last couple of days, and hopefully I hold the camera not on my belly all the time here. I should stretch out my arm more, but that's kind of, my arm is not used to being stretched out all the time. Cameraman plus actor problem here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a shot of the trail, and otherwise we're gonna hike here on this trail for a little bit longer till we get to that cool little island. As said, the weather is overcast, so not sunny, which actually makes it kind of nice and cooler to hike in, especially since the vegetation isn't so dense that I get soaked from it. So see you down the trail. So backpack was right here. Beautiful out here. So where my hiking poles are, that's where I had the backpack unbuckled for the hydration pack. So that would be where the umbrella would have fallen off. And did my best here, I guess. I did not lose anything here. Could be that somebody found it already, packed it out. Pretty island though. Okay, so the success of this hike isn't clear. So found out that the umbrella is not on the island anymore. I'm fairly sure that it's lost. That's where I lost it. It could be that somebody just picked it up and hiked it out. So thanks for them, guys. So I'm 85% sure that somebody picked up the umbrella and hiked it out. 15% that I might have lost it somewhere else. Wherever that is, who knows. In that case, it's a bummer. Probably it's still lying there. Hopefully not. And my wife always says I'm pulling out these numbers out of my butt, but it's not that way. There's scientifically proven numbers. Anyway, on the leg situation, definitely the leg is doing better. It's not perfect, and I'm still not sure about loading it up with 200 pounds right now. I mean, it's not like it doesn't have any pounds right now on it. It's just a few more pounds more with the backpack. So I'm kind of stoked though to keep on going now. The other option is, it's not a perfect through hike anyway. How about starting to do a flip-flop situation? The Duluth area, I've been thinking of doing slack packing, day packing there. So that would be the option. So go ahead and do some of the Duluth sections now, and then do the to Harbor to Martin Road later, because that's a 4-day stretch, and the latest I can start that stretch and successfully make it in time is Thursday. I think 4 days I need, and because my vacation is ending sometime too, unfortunately. So there is the time pressure as well. Just got reminded it's Sunday today, so I still have a full week on that, which is pretty awesome. On the island, I met a weekend camper. They hiked out to the campsite here, stay overnight. Pretty cool. They can do that. Definitely would have been better if I would have done more of that stuff. The opportunities are just kind of slim, life and stuff. And then we're in Iowa. There are not that many awesome places to hike a decent distance in for a weekend. All these section hikes. I know, excuses. Anyway, so that's the plan. I'm kind of thinking of going back to the car, checking out the maps, heading down to Duluth and see if I can start the section hike not yeah, the slack hiking, day hiking there now. Sorry if I don't look at the camera because it's a lot of roots right here and I don't want to trip. Anyhow, that is the plan. See you down the trail. Oh, unique comment I forgot to mention. This is the first time I'm hiking northbound. Isn't that wrong?